Great stuff. Good run.
So it's Brown, the defending champion, and he'll be in that outside echelon. Josh Harris of Tasmania and Toby Rayner alongside him. Jack Holden and Jacob Cox of South Australia, Nicholas Whiteman of Deakin. The bronze medalist from last year, Nathan Percy of Knox, Michael Marantelli of Athletics Essendon, Isaac Hockey, Samuel Quirk, Nicholas Earl, Jordan Guzman, Jordan Nelson and Joe Burgess, Ben Buckinghamson Stevens, Frankie Conway from Melbourne University, his compatriot in Charlie Park, Riley Shaw of Deakin round out the field. And it's Mitchell Brown that's set the pace early and looks content to go about this race his own way. Of course, the defending champion has been omnipresent on the podium over 5 and 10,000 metres at a state level and indeed at a national level of recent years, a former national cross-country champion, world cross-country representative. And it's Brown that will be joined at the front of the field by Jordan Guzman. So it'll be Brown and Guzman. There's a gap back to Shaw and Whiteman, Marantelli. Rayner is the tall figure in the sky blue. Nelson's there, Holden on the outside, Buckingham and Earl. And it's a bunch field for the remainder of the 18 men that are on the track. But it's Brown and Guzman. Guzman now looks to just roll over his shoulder and will take the lead. You'd imagine it would be in the best interest of both athletes if they could work together at least through these early stages of the race to set the course and chart the schedule that they want to meet. Guzman, of course, has shown his form over 1,500 metres and will be stepping up towards that 5,000 metre distance tonight. Brown, better known for his pedigree, over 5 and 10, of course, a medalist at the Zatopek in the Australian titles, over 10,000 metres on the track, and indeed a fearsome opponent in the cross-country ranks. But it's Guzman that leads them through 2:49, the first split. Puts them on a 14:05 schedule, similar pacing to last year. So it's Guzman and Brown, a gap back to Shaw and Whiteman. Further back, it's Rayner and Holden and Marantelli, Nelson and Earl. The race is set up here for the 5,000 metre championship of Victoria, and it's Guzman and Brown in the lead. The field has moved through 2,000 metres, and it's still that leading pair of Brown and Guzman. Well, Guzman had done the bulk of the work up into the 2,000 metre mark. Brown's rolled around and took him through in 5:37.83. Still has them pegged at around that 14:05 schedule. There's the gap back there to Riley Shaw in the Deakin colours. Whiteman's there with him, the bronze medalist from last year. We've seen Isaac Hockey move up into 5th place, of course the World Junior representative. Jordan Nelson in behind him, Ben Buckingham in the red, white and blue. Austin Stevens, Marantelli and Earl are there with him as well. Then it's the next of the University of Melbourne competitors in Frankie Conway, Charlie Parks amongst the group two. Jack Holden there in the gold, green and blue of St Kevin's. But it's now Guzman that's moved to the front. He'll lead him into the straight and will collect 6 laps to go in the 5,000 metre championship of Victoria. And it's a race in 2. It's head to head. It's Mitchell Brown v Jordan Guzman with 6 laps remaining as the fight for bronze medal now starts to heat up. Whiteman and Shaw have been joined by a larger group, including Earl of Melbourne University, who's moved to the group front. So they'll move through to take 6 laps remaining now, and it's Earl, Shaw and Whiteman leading that chase for the bronze as Guzman goes to the front again and is starting to ask the question of Mitchell Brown. Testing him out. He's just holding him at 5 metres or so advantage. Maybe just starting to stretch Brown too. So Guzman asking the questions of the defending champion. And it'll be 5 laps to go in the Championship of Victoria next time round past the post. And it's Guzman in the orange and gold that'll lead Brown. And we'll get the split at 3,000 metres for Jordan Guzman. He'll take them through in 8:26. The pace is consistent, 14:05 schedule they're still on. Earl leads the remainder of the field. Hockey's on his shoulder with Shaw. They're going to go through 3,000 metres in 8:43. So they're setting themselves up for about a 14:30. So 20 seconds is the gap between first and third. And it's Guzman starting to stretch out further in the lead of this championship race over the defending champion, Mitchell Brown. So 3 laps to go now, and Guzman has the advantage over Mitchell Brown. We mentioned before, Guzman, an invitation athlete from the ACT. And his exploits have been seen over the 1,500 metres. Of course, a silver medalist, the national championships earlier in the year behind Ryan Gregson, the national record holder. And he really took it up to the New South Welshman on that occasion. He's quite the competitor and showing himself very adept over 5,000 metres. So it's still Guzman. He'll collect 2 laps to go in this 5,000 metre final. They've moved through the 4,000 metre mark. So it's Guzman and Brown, back to Hockey and Rayner, who have made a bolt from the pack in their bid to stand on the podium for the Championship of Victoria. So it's Guzman with 2 laps to go, has the lead over Brown. Back to Hockey and Rayner, and Marantelli leads the pack behind them. With the fight well and truly on for the minor medals, it's Hockey and Rayner, the long loping strides of the Glen Huntly athlete. Behind Hockey, just stepping out of the junior ranks, where he's represented Australia on the international stage. He'll be one to continue to watch in the future, and looking very comfortable in the senior ranks of this Victorian Championship. So it's Guzman into the home straight now. He'll collect the bell. Mitchell Brown has work to do over the closing stages. It's still Hockey and Rayner. They're in a battle for the bronze. And you can just about forget the rest in their bid for a medal. Guzman seems to have the best part of the bend to his advantage over Brown, the defending champ, who is the best placed Victorian on the track, but it's all about who crosses the line first, and it's Guzman now starting to stretch out. Through 200 metres left to go. Jordan Guzman showing the field a clean pair of heels now, working through the back markers. Brown is desperately trying to shift up through the gears to make some inroads in the advantage of the man from the ACT. but it will be all in vain as Jordan Guzman comes to Melbourne and the Lakeside Stadium and will walk away with the Victorian Championship. A gold medal here for Jordan Guzman. Mitchell Brown will take second, but will earn the state title. Hockey into the home straight now as he looks to claim his first silver in the open ranks. Toby Rayner will take the bronze. So it'll be hockey, then Rayner. As they battle it out behind them, Joe Burgess and the all-white of Sydney University, Marantelli, Earl and Jordan Nelson all move their way in. Tonight it's all about Jordan Guzman. He's the champion, the gold medalist.